Is that rolling?
I think so, yes.
If you want to let me know. And if somebody does have questions, how do I get them?
I'll let you know.
Yeah?
It's very early in the morning, though.
Sure.
Are we Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Not yet, but
Oh,
once we start.
once we
I count
start.
you guys in.
Okay, cool.
All right, everybody.
Yes. They're good?
Perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
Man, oh man.
The best for Facebook Live. All right, here we are, and it's time.
We're all good? Wonderful. Well, hello, Facebook Live. Hello, Caitriona Balfe. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm very
So
well.
this show, before we get into the details, because fans want details.
Yes.
Okay, before we get into the details, sort of if you could quickly recap where you left off and where we're starting.
Right. So we left off at the end of season 2 where Claire is in the 60s.
Yes.
She finds out that Jamie actually survived the Battle of Culloden and that it is possible that she could go back and find him.
Right.
So it's a big moment of hope. It's a big moment in the show. So where we pick up is with Claire and the Frank story, we actually pick up at the end of episode 1, season 2, which is back in the 1940s.
Right.
Claire is pregnant. I know everyone's like,
Right. No,
okay.
I know. We're with you. We're with you.
So Claire is pregnant with Jamie's child, but she's with Frank. She thinks Jamie's dead, and she's trying to forge a new life for herself.
Okay.
And with Jamie, we pick up on the actual battlefield of Culloden.
When you read this, I'm sure you have a great handle on it now, but what was the process to sort of wrap your head around where the show was going when it does do the thing it does?
Well, you know, for us, we have the books, so it's a
Right.
great way of getting your mind around everything at the beginning of the season before you start getting the scripts. But sometimes you want to know what Diana was thinking or
Right.
doing. You're like, where is she going with this?
Yeah.
But it's amazing. I mean, I don't dare pretend that I understand her time traveling rules.
Right.
I think it exists very much in Diana Gabaldon's mind, and we all just sort of nod and go, okay. But it allows the show to kind of go anywhere, which it does, and I think it just makes it exciting.
When you land in a specific spot, do you have a favorite? Or are you like, oh, can we just stay here forever? This is amazing. I love everything about this. I would be happy if we just did the show here forever.
Well, I love different parts of different things. I mean, when we get to, like, Sam and I think we're both 2 kids. We're the happiest when we're getting to horse ride across mountains and, you know, in these beautiful Scottish glens and stuff. So that feels very much like our show, but you know, the ease of the 1960s clothes, I'm like, if I could wear these clothes but go back in time, that would be
I was going to
be
say
great.
it. And it cuts down on the day, too. It has to. Being able to throw something simple on has to cut down on time. You're
Obviously,
there.
yes.
I want to get into some specifics from some super fans here from episode 1. So, quote, some pretty major things happen in this episode, which we already know. Jamie finally gets his revenge on Blackjack. So when he seemingly kills him, was it satisfying for you to read that in the script? Did you, as somebody who is so involved in the show, have the same reaction as everybody who was watching
Of course.
that happen? Yes?
Yeah. It's always good to see someone get their comeuppance, isn't it?
Right, yes.
We were all like, yeah. No, I mean, it's a great moment. It's a great moment in the show. And I think, I mean, obviously, we do love Tobias. So,
Yes,
I mean,
no.
There's always a part of you that's like, oh, poor Tobias. But
Yeah.
no, for Blackjack, yeah. Get rid of him.
The baby has red hair like Jamie, not Frank. Explain.
You know, I just don't know how that happens. Maybe there was a latent gene in Frank's ancestry. I don't know.
Something. When you are on a show like this, and I've had these conversations with other people who have been on some fantastic shows, does it suck in a small way that because you're on this show, you can't watch the show like fans can? Like, would you be a fan of this show if you weren't on it?
I mean, I'm sure I would. But I got to do a little bit of that this season.
Right.
Because, you know, Jamie's story and Claire's story is very separated.
Right.
So I think Sam and I both, we would sort of get the scripts and be like, his bit, his bit, his bit, his bit. Oh, me again. And then, so I definitely came to the first few episodes with, like, virgin eyes.
Really?
I didn't know what was
Do
going on.
you watch? Because some people don't. Some people choose not to.
I have to,
You
just
do.
because it's been over a year since we filmed the first few episodes, just to remember.
Right.
I feel like
Really?
I have amnesia.
Yeah.
Like I I don't remember what was in what episode, and because we don't film them all in a linear way,
true.
so to be able to talk about it and to be able to remember what you did,
Right.
I watched them once.
What do you do when you finally come out of that world, when they, say cut on the last day of a season? What do you do to sort of, what's the one thing you do that you know will separate you in life from that person you are on that show?
Cut my hair? No. It depends. I do like to try and at least take a week where I just turn my phone off and just
Really,
sleep and just don't have anything to do with the show for just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you have to.
And we have to talk about the fans.
Yes.
Because they are so huge.
They're awesome.
They're awesome.
Uh-huh.
What's it like when you meet them? You are now in that world of being on a show that has these super fans. What's that like for you?
Well, I think I'm in a really fortunate position because I'm kind of like the sister to them all. So
Yeah.
they just want to come up and tell me nice things, but also they want to share their personal stories with me, which is, it's quite moving, and you feel really privileged to be in a position where people feel a connection to you.
Yeah.
So that's always been, I guess that's been one of the most surprising things about,
Yeah.
being part of a fandom. But I get great gifts as well. I get lots of great candy, and I get like a lot of paintings, which I adore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
With a show like this, you tend to run into fans who know more about the show than you do.
Definitely.
How do you handle those situations?
I smile a lot,
Yes.
and I go, yes, that's exactly what we were doing. And it's funny because, you'll see it on Twitter and stuff like that where they're like, but this is the moment where this happened. And you're like, oh, I should know that. But
Question was, are you Team Frank or Team Jamie? Brackets. Is anyone even Team Frank?
I have a very soft spot in my heart for Frank.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, everyone can have muscles if they go to the gym all the time, but he's a smart man. He's tender and, he's like bookish and a bit nerdy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Nerdy's good.
Okay, I dig that. I wanna play a quick game with you here, if we could.
Oh.
So we have some iconic kilts. Okay, I'm going to show you the kilt, and you tell me either what the character is or what it is from.
Oh, God.
Any idea?
That looks like Gladiator.
Oh, so close. So close.
Is it?
The other Gladiator.
What do you mean there's another Gladiator?
You know what I mean? Same era. Badass.
I'm really bad at all this stuff.
Braveheart.
Oh,
Mel
really?
Gibson.
Is that Braveheart?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
I didn't think he was as leathery.
And they did not take
Like his costume, not him. It doesn't have a head. You're not leathery, Russell Crowe.
They did not take his freedom. Here's another one. Very short kilt, by the way. Television actor, had done this, had done a movie.
I mean,
Really-
it looks like a Spice
Re-
Girl kind of skirt.
You know what? That is exactly how I have described Patrick Dempsey from Maid of Honor on many occasions.
Oh, wow.
Patrick Dempsey, of
Okay.
course, from Grey's Anatomy.
Good legs,
McDreamy or
Patrick.
McDreamy? McDreamy.
He's got some, good legs there.
Okay, here we go. Classic kilt. This is a man who has a certain set of skills.
That would be Rob Roy.
That would
Fellow
be Rob
Irish
Roy.
man.
Thank you. There we
Doesn't
go.
wear a kilt in Ireland. But
No, he
yeah.
does not. There we go with this one. I'm not sure if you're a huge fan.
Yes, that is. I don't know how to say his name on
You can just say
TV.
it. You can just say
I
it.
can say
It's a
fat bastard?
You can 100% say fat bastard. That is
Yay.
100% fat bastard. I also love that is the one that you got right away.
Says so much about me.
And finally, we will end with this.
Oh, I don't know. Who is that?
Oh, gee,
A bit
who?
Nobbledy knees. That would be
Let's
the
continue.
dashing Sam Hewen.
Yes, there you go. And while we have you here and while everybody is on Facebook, if you would like to take this opportunity really quickly while everyone is watching to just say something to the fans here and the fans around the world, I'm sure that they would love it.
All right. Well, I hope at this point you've all seen episode 1. We loved making this season. Thank you for supporting us. And please tune in Canada. It's Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on W Network. Watch. Please.
And before I let you go, do you know how it ends this season? Are you that far into the scripts? Are you in?
Oh, we finished filming.
Oh, you finished filming.
yeah.
Oh, so you know.
Oh, I know.
Do you have
I'm not
people-
telling anybody,
Do you have
though.
people in your life that are dying to know that you then have to lie to family?
I make up my own endings, and I
Do you
just
lie?
I feed them different rumors
to find out
so
who the
then I
rat
know
is,
exactly.
right? That's the smartest thing to do.
See?
Thank you very much. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.